On the big screen, buddy. You're a big guy.
Captain Mike Anderson and Captain Dylan Hubbard.
Good morning, Tampa Bay, 970 WFLA. Talking fishing, going to be here until 8 o'clock.
Unfortunately, until 8 o'clock.
It is unfortunate, no doubt about it. Football is well this morning with the start to your Saturday morning. Super stoked to be here. Lots of stuff to talk about. Coming off an OCC Real Animals Fishing conversation, coming off a new moon. Lots of stuff to cover. What do we got for weather there, big dog?
Weather's looking pretty good overall. I mean, as far as the eye can see, it looks like we have pretty moderate winds in the forecast. Definitely nothing crazy that sticks out to me. We've got a quarter moon coming up, first quarter moon coming up Friday. So things are going to be a little bit slow on the tidal front this week. So definitely looking for those areas that are going to constrict that water flow, get things moving for you, those points, those passes, any kind of cuts that you can find in the bay. Near shore and offshore, the tide was really tough. Current was really tough right around the full moon, but it backed off pretty quickly for us. So we're hoping that trend will continue and things will even out for us offshore. A lot of pelagics around right now. It's been an exciting time with a lot of bait. A lot of mahi. We're seeing the sailfish resurge, which is really cool. We saw one at about 35 miles, cruising on the way in on the Flying Hub 2. Saw one come up to the boat on the 39-hour, about 90 miles. So we're starting to see that action pick up, and still got the wahoo around, plenty of bottom fish, and people are slowing down, right? So there's less people out there. Tail end of the summer, people looking at kids going back to school, so lighter loads. Great opportunities to get out there this week. I would say weather-wise, everything going on, the bite should be pretty strong. It's just hot. So I know Monday we have a little bit of a high pressure settling into the area, so rain chances are going to go down. We're going to get some drier air to start out the week, but it is going to be incredibly, excruciatingly summer heat. I mean, I think Monday they're set to break records, like triple digits in a lot of areas. They said Monday is the first time potentially in history that we'll see triple digits in Tampa. That's like the actual temperature, not the feels like. They're talking like 115, 120 for heat index.
I can't wait to go fishing.
Yeah, Mike's
so looking forward to it.
Mike's weather page, our buddy Mike Boylan at Mike's weather page posted this thing, and Monday's National Stay Indoors Day. So,
Nice.
Yeah, so pay attention to that this week. That's one thing to look out for. But overall, weather's looking pretty good.
Okay. Well, there you go. Weather update brought to you by our good friends at Reese Windows and Doors. You know, they're Florida's leading window and door company, over 50 years in business. They offer free installation, most windows and doors installed in just 6 to 8 weeks. They only use in-house installers, no freelance contractors, and their work comes with a double lifetime warranty, which is my favorite part of this whole deal. What does the double lifetime warranty mean for you? It means you never pay for warranty. When you sell your house, the warranty transfers to the new owners, which adds value to your home. Visit reeswindows.com for more information. Got my good friend Robbie Hunziker joining us today. Robbie has been a guest before on the Sunday morning show, but thought we'd bring him in to introduce his new products. I guess I say new, but you've been out for a while, huh?
Yeah, we've had them out about a year now.
Elite Lock, the ultimate waterproof lock. This thing just kind of keeps evolving. There's like, I don't know, Robbie's like on a mission to lock everything. So
we trying, buddy. We trying.
Yeah, he wants it all locked down. You will take nothing from me. I have it all locked down. So real quick, let's give the listeners kind of an overview on how you came up with the Elite Ultimate Waterproof Lock. Now I've got one on the Contender, on the KO, and on the F-250.
Yes, sir. You are secured.
Yes, we
as well.
Are. Right.
Yeah, man. It was just starting out. We wanted to lock everything and have a great partner and great ideas, and we just bounced them back and forth. We wanted to make something waterproof. Well, there's no waterproof lock on in the marine industry that we have that really is waterproof.
Trust me, I've looked.
And so it started with the trolling motors, and then like, hey, we'll do graphs for all the skiff guys, the bass guys. Hey, if we can make it waterproof, we can put it on shallow water anchors. Then we went to the truck, to the Reese hitch. We're about to relaunch a coupler lock. So now for your trailers. So now you have waterproof locks for everything from your truck to your boat, multiple trucks, multiple boats, and you can have them all keyed the same. So whether you have 5 locks or 15 locks, you can run one key number. You don't have to worry about, well, this lock was 4, this lock was key, whatever it is. So it's great. So whether you buy one now and then buy another one 5 years from now, like we just did your Reese hitch, right?
Yeah,
Later.
Yeah.
Same key number you have on both your boats. So now that's a really cool thing for people.
One key does it all. Yeah, it is really cool. The whole concept, when you see it, the website is secureoutdoorsusa.com. Again, you're looking at the Elite Lock, ultimate waterproof lock. When you go to the website, you'll see it's just a really neat concept the way you did it. And I thought this was interesting because I got to spend some time. We were trying to do some stuff, lock down the power pole move on the KO as I'm headed to Hawks K next month to start filming the next season. I thought it was interesting because ever since, and we haven't known each other all that long, couple years now, but in the time I've spent with you, I've always wanted to know exactly what's going on in that head of yours that you come up with this stuff. And then I met your partner, Ryan Hoover, and I thought, good God, there's 2 of them. Like, there's 2 of these people that just sit and figure stuff out. It was so interesting. The KO threw us a couple of curveballs, the aqua traction being on the boat already, just some stuff because I'm a Power Pucks guy. But watching these 2 kind of mind meld through this process was really interesting. Doesn't surprise me that Ryan would work at Power Pole.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he has some really interesting ideas too. Yeah. You know, like he's a quieter, like more stoic guy. You know, I'm more a little more all over the place.
Gotta watch out for those guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean he's like spreadsheets. And he's the organized guy, and I'm the guy that's like, what's that character, the Tasmanian devil?
Yeah.
I'm just all over the place, you know. Right. So it does work. It's a good mix, so it's great. But like, you got to see some of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's been a great thing and a great experience going through, because you know me, I like to make stuff and I 3D print stuff all the time, and now I'm into making baits. Like I didn't sleep last night. Like I have not slept yet. That's the truth. And I was making stuff, and I'm just.
Who did you invite in here?
Right.
I'll probably crash tonight. But like
Derek, just set your phone up and call 911 in case this goes crazy in here. Wow.
Meanwhile,
I've seen
struggling.
some of the baits you're doing on social. They look pretty sick.
Yeah, I've gotten into it. Like that's Jeremy Himes' fault. Rickard got me in the tournament fishing. He owes me like $200,000 now. I've been keeping track, and now Himes owes me about $2,000 to get this bait deal. But it's just fun because you know I need to make your own colors. And then when you go catch your fish on your own baits, it's really cool.
Wait. So we're 3D printing baits. So we're talking hard baits.
No, these are soft plastics.
Okay.
No, I'm not 3D. I'm not doing that. No, I will never.
You got
get
pictures
into that.
of it in your phone, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to see these.
And now I've gotten to the hand pouring stuff, like big, like 6-inch swim baits. So like you're literally pouring all your veins and your layers, and it's pretty technical. So like I like it because like it's got to be right. Because if not, they come apart. They'll delaminate. You just peel them right apart in their layers if the temps aren't right. So now I'm all into that. So it's just one thing to
To
another.
each their own.
Yeah.
I don't have any of these baits yet.
Do you have
I'm
kids?
still waiting.
I have a 22-year-old.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not like where you're. I'm kind of like Mike, except mine are. We're empty nest house where I'm at. So
Okay.
it's
So
nice.
you're playing around in the garage all night. I get it.
Pretty much. Yes. Yes.
You not so much.
Yeah. I'm like, where does he have time for this?
Dylan's just trying to find a place time to sleep. Probably.
Exactly. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So, well, good stuff. Again, Robbie Hunziker joining us. If you've got questions about the Elite Lock, Ultimate Waterproof Lock, you can give us a call here this morning. Phone lines are open. Questions, comments, fishing reports, all that good stuff. 1-800-969-9352 as usual. Let's take a call here real quick. We had one come in. Let's just bounce one in here real quick. Let's go to Bob in Tarpon Springs. Bob, how are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing fine. Thank you very much. Just a couple things. Quick scalp report. It's been killing it up and down the coast. We've been in Tasco, limiting out every trip.
Nice.
If you went the first weekend, you had to go into the overflow parking area. There were boats walk to walk as usual. Walk to boat. The second thing, I had a question for you guys a while back. And I'm a 70-year-old old fart, and if I can say that, I did. I've been putting in for a gator permit ever since 1983, and I got one. Pinellas County, 6 permits, I got one.
Nice.
So my firefighter's son, who's looks like Dylan, actually, he's huge. He's going to be my helper on the boat. He had to pay $52. But the question I had before is, I'm a senior, obviously. The permit was free. I had to pay the $275 for the gator trapper license that you got to get if you get the permit. But just in case anybody asks, that's the deal on that.
Okay.
That's awesome, man.
Nice. Congratulations.
And one other thing.
Yeah.
Sorry to take up your time.
You're good.
Dylan, whose son are you? Jeff?
Mark Hubbard, the youngest of the
Mark.
8.
Oh, okay. You're the son. You're the son of the son of your grandfather. If any, I get a call when all the snowbirds are here. You have the greatest charter. I was a stern burner for about 12 years. Knew
Nice.
your grandfather very well. Your grandma died of diabetes many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I know the family, but you have the most entertaining charters. I've been going on them forever. Whenever I have family and I get a big crowd, we go on it.
Dylan paid you to call. Dylan paid you to call. Come on. All this love. Come on. It's
I
too
appreciate
early
it,
for
man.
this.
It did sound a little scripted, didn't it?
Yeah, come on.
I absolutely had the best. I mean, the stern burners. We just had a permanent spot on the back end, on the stern, and guys like Jaime. That's what we used to call him. And Redman, the little Cuban. You called them by their real name. They used to swear at you.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Hey, listen,
thank you and your family. Thank you and your family for uncountable memories. I used to have pictures hanging up down below of me with my pets.
That's awesome.
Many years ago. But anyways,
Great call, Bob. We appreciate you, brother.
Take care. God bless you guys.
God bless
See
you.
you, man.
Good stuff right there. Good stuff. I didn't even thought of that. I've been doing it 20 years.
I never thought about it too, but I should start.
Good stuff. Phone lines are open here. 1-800-969-9352. And you know what? Bob's right. I've been on those boats. It's pretty bad to the bone trip.
Best cheeseburger in the Gulf.
I'm telling you, it
I had to
is.
say it before he said it.
Like that's a bad thing. I mean, seriously.
It's the only cheeseburger in the Gulf. So when you say best cheeseburger in the Gulf, it's like, come on.
I think it's
He goes fishing, and the one thing he remembers is a cheeseburger. It doesn't speak volumes.
You pay me to promote you. I'll promote you like I want to. I've got no check. I'm not going to pay you. Okay? You've got Alan and Captain Mike Perry both on the other side. We'll be back 970 WFLA. trust, a company that is clean, honest, trustworthy, reasonably priced, and shows up on time. Captain Mike Anderson here for Titan Plumbing and Electric. My friend Joe Gennaro is the owner, and I've known him and his family for over 15 years. And when Beth and I were...
It's on his phone.
Yeah.
Same concept, yeah.
Yeah, when it's on his phone on Sunday, you can't really hear the break
you really
because
can't.
the headphones are on.
Yeah.
But on our show, we have these mics,
Gotcha.
so
Is that
you can
what
hear
those
the
are?
breaks really well. Always like to make sure people are aware.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I remember even with that one time, him and I had talked about something, and I went to bring it up, and he goes, he's over there, he's going, he's doing like this. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, the phone.
It can hear you.
Yeah, I don't need that information out.
So you make your own baits? Do you use them on the tournament trail?
I just started. I've been going like, you know who Jeremy Himes is? He's an inshore guy.
I know of him,
Yeah,
and I met him once or twice.
Okay, and he's a fishy dude, but
Yeah.
like I've been going to his place, and he lives in Zephyr Hills, and I used to live in Dade City, so for 18 years I drive to Zephyr Hills from Parrish to get an oil change.
Oh, okay.
Just I trust him,
Yeah.
my truck. So I'll go by his house. I've been doing it for a couple of years and getting into it, and bought a couple molds, and he has stuff, and I'd buy some plastisol, and I would just go there and we would mess around. And I like when he names them. So everybody names their baits, and I can never come up with it. But I started messing with it, and then I found some colors. I made some stuff I really liked, and I'm like, no, I'm just gonna buy a few things and do it at my house and bring some of the stuff home, and then it just went.
Then
I
it
got
exploded.
The middle of the night, not sleeping, YouTubing.
Yeah.
Like some of these bait makers. Wow, it's so realistic.
Yeah.
Like it's like these are nothing. I could send you.
You can go deep on that for sure.
Yeah, dude, it is so cool. Like I did these yesterday. So it's like a greenish kind of top with a I don't remember what color vein that is, and that's pearl. But what I did is this is a clear belly, but when I poured, so this is the belly that's upside down. So when I poured the clear belly, it'd be sitting in a mold like this.
Yeah. Put sprinkles in there.
I sprinkled the glitter on it, so only the fish below it would see the glitter. Really, you can't see it from the side, but you see it in the bottom. I was just messing around, and that's one color.
That's cool.
And then that's another color. Like this is like a pearl. Like it's
purple.
a color shifting in the top, and then
Those look cool.
yeah.
That looks like
There's
a
some flake
greenback.
in there. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Greenback with a paddle tail.
So then you like glue your eyes in. That's a pain in the ass. But that's just a few. But I mean, I've made like you'll make something like, oh, that's fire. Like, and you'll make some stuff and you're
And
like,
you go out there and a pufferfish eets it.
yeah, exactly. But
I'd be fucking furious.
You have like this idea in your head, like I'll be shooting horses all day because that's what I do. Like my real job is I shoot horses.
Okay.
And then I'll be like, I do it at night, and I go in there and I'm like, oh man, if I do this with the top, and they're like, oh, that'd be badass. And I'll mix it, and I'm like, is this too hot to pour in a garbage can? And I'm like, I'm done. Like, I'm not even gonna shoot it. Like, that's ugly. So it's just fun.
That's funny.
It's like I used to make my own rods, and you learn so much. And then I picked up how I got with Bull Bay, how I started to use this. I picked we always ran the same reels. Rick and I ran them smokes, and I picked his rod up on accident. Oh, I'm like, this thing's pretty nice, and I quit making rods.
Welcome back. 624 here at the iHeartMedia Empire. Short segment before the bottom of the hour. My good friend Robbie Hunziker from Secure Outdoors. SecureOutdoorsUSA.com is the website if you're looking for locks that are waterproof, game-changing stuff for your electronics on your boat, your power poles, your trolling motor, any brands, any brackets. They've got you covered. You go to the website. It runs you right through what you need to order. Really, really set up nice. Great product. I've had mine on the boat now for a long time. No issues. It's unbelievable. Really trick stuff. And now they got them for the reese. Are the ones for the reese hitches available yet online?
Yep, they're online.
Oh, look at them. Look at them.
They are out.
Bad to the bone. Yeah. SecureOutdoorsUSA.com. Great people. Great product. Let's go to the phones here and try to rattle through some calls. Everybody's
Waking up early.
Yeah, yakking it up this morning. Very good. Let's get a report from the beautiful Florida Keys, Big Pine Key. Captain Mike Perry. Michael, how are you?
Hey, fellas. How's it going this morning?
Fantastic.
Good, buddy. How are you?
I'm going to be down there in August. I'm going to Hawks Cay in August.
Yes, Yes, you are. We're going to have to see what we can do about getting you out on the offshore side. I'm sure you're probably doing something near shore, inshore.
Doing some skinny boat stuff out of the KO, actually. We're going to go chase around tailing redfish and little bitty poons, I was told. So I'm pretty excited.
That's cool. That's going to be a cool adventure in that area.
Yeah.
But the fishing has been fantastic. Like Dylan said, we've had a rush of billfish in close, sailfish especially.
Nice.
And when I say close, I'm talking like 20 to 25 miles, right in that area where most of my fishing, between 20 and 30 miles in the Atlantic offshore is where I center my fishing, my trolling and stuff. We've also had a few marlin. The Key West Marlin tournament was last weekend. I know the spider monkey fished in it. And Tommy, I don't know if they caught any, but I do know there were several boats that boated lots of striped marlin. So they're getting out there and getting the billfish. The wahoo, we've had a push of wahoo too. It's been real nice. It's unexpected, and it's nice in this heat to keep the boat moving.
No doubt.
It's hot. It is hot down here. Drinking lots of water, lots of Gatorade, and just taking care of our clients when we're on the boat, encouraging them to start with a bottle of water in their hand the minute they step on the boat to the minute they walk off the boat. The year of the mango's going good, Mike. The mango snapper, 4 to 6 pounds, with a surprise one here and there in the 7-8 pound range.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Red grouper and black grouper too, Dylan. And surprisingly, we are releasing a lot of gags on the Atlantic side. And when I say a lot, for me is like 4 or 5 on a trip. So that's a lot of gags for me on the Atlantic side. So
the gag
we're seeing a lot of
population is
fish right
crazy.
now.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Good to hear.
And other than that, guys, looking forward. I'm headed up that way on Monday. Looking forward to going on a nice, easy scalloping trip with some friends of mine. I got invited to do some scalloping, and I'm actually going to take a couple days off, go back north, back to Pasco County, and go do some scalloping, which they have and we don't. So it'll be a nice little trip.
There you go. Well,
Enjoy.
great report, brother. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you if they want to book a trip down there.
Sure. It's 813-434-8086. Or the other way is just simply called the big guy right there, 1-866-GAME-FISH. Tell him you want to go fish with that crazy captain down in Big Pine Key, and he'll send you my way and give you my phone number if you missed it.
You're the man, Michael. Great report, brother. Hope to see you when I get down there.
All right, guys.
All right, buddy.
And by the way, I'm ordering, let Robbie know, I'm ordering me a Reese hitch lock. I got to get another lock. I have one on the trolling motor. There's going to be one on my Reese hitch. I've had my hitch stolen already before, so
That's not fun.
there's going to be one on there.
That's awesome. It won't happen anymore.
Perfect. You're the man, Michael.
No,
we appreciate
no,
you, brother.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
All right, partner. You too, buddy. Good stuff right there. Again, SecureOutdoorsUSA.com is the website. My good friend Robbie Hunziker, great product. Check it out. We've got Alan in St. Pete, Donald in Lutz up on the other side. Hopefully, we'll hear from you as well. 1-800-969-9352. The Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show. We'll be back.
Good question on the stream about knots. So maybe we could talk about that. I don't know if we should do it on the break. Maybe save it for the segment coming up if we have a spot. What do you want to do?
What's the question?
What knot do you use when fishing inshore? And I would change that to ask you, what knot do you use for your line-to-line, and then what knot do you use for your lure connection?
See, I go uni to uni.
So we're not saving it for a second.
No. I go uni to uni for my line-to-line.
All right,
And I
just make
go-
sure you're speaking into that.
And then I go uni for almost always go uni for my hook as well.
So you go uni to uni for your line-to-line, and then uni for your hook. But what if What if you're tying on a lure that doesn't have a split ring?
I don't. Well, I mean, I fished my uni on my jig heads. I don't do a lot of loop knots. I used to be a total loop knot guy.
Tournament guy, you gotta be a loop knot guy.
No.
Really?
No, they break too much.
That's
Okay.
what I
Rub
thought
too
too.
much. I'll do it on a top water,
Okay.
Because of the grind of the.
but just when you're blind casting all the time, to me it just wears it out. I've had them fail that
Okay.
way. But the two knots I tie, I don't even know the name of them.
Yeah.
Truthfully,
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. I could tie them, but I don't know what they're called. Now,
Yeah.
and like in Louisiana, like when I use like a bait cast where we're just straight sight fishing and I have like 50-pound braid, I just tie a straight braid. I don't even use a leader. Spinning rod, I use a leader, but I just tie a Palomar knot.
Palomar knot.
Yeah, with braid, like straight braid.
So Palomar knot, straight braid when you're just working like trying to bomb the thing and do
when you're just pitching,
pre-fishing.
like when you're like sight fishing,
Oh, I got you.
especially in the grass when it's deep grass. But if not, I just still use a spinning rod and.
If you're
leader.
fishing deep grass like that, what's your bait of choice?
I throw a paddle tail. I've gotten where I've been throwing. I either put a crawl on actually I've kind of gone bass fishing, flipping hook, like a real strong, like true flipping hook, and peg a weight, like peg a tungsten weight, and put a crawl on or a paddle tail, or I'll throw a swim jig with a trailer. Throw a 3/8 ounce swim jig, so that you're popping in holes, or I'll just sight fish with them because it looks like a crab.
Yeah, yeah.
When you like, especially the fish when they're down, when they're not floating, when they're down, you can like kind of lead them, and then like you just hop it, and that skirt just fluffs, and they just pow. Especially when there's a lot of crabs around, I'll throw that a lot. I've gotten to doing that last year or so. Caught my best tournament fish in slot on one last year. A 9.87.
Wow.
Yeah, 26 and a half.
My favorite knot to tie on terminal tackle would always be that nail knot. And I've always called it a nail knot. I thought that's the name of it, but I posted it online, and people were like, that's not a nail knot. I don't know. The 3 loops around the main line in your thumb, you pull the loops off and go back through the other side. Okay. That's a knot I always
That's
tie.
basically how I tie my leader to hook.
Yeah.
I go through, I wrap around, go back through.
Yep.
Pull it. That's what I tie.
Yeah. I call that a nail knot.
Okay.
That's what I've
I
always
know what
called
it's called.
Yeah, it's the strongest knot because
So you're
back
just
in the
wrapping
day,
it around 3 times?
you go through the hook, and
Yeah.
so you doubled it up,
Yeah.
and then you wrap it around your thumb in the main line 3 times. You pull the loops off your thumb, and then go back through the other side of the loops. It's really simple. It's really fast.
Yeah, I go 5.
5 loops.
Actually, I don't use my thumb, so I go through the deal and I wrap it around my leader going up, and then I come back through that hole on top of
Yeah.
And I
See, that was always a
Yeah, that I
cinch
think
that
is
down.
called a uni knot. Like that's what you're talking about, right?
knot's a loop, and you're wrapping the actual loop, and you're pulling it. This you're just wrapping, like you come across and you wrap it up, and then you go back around
through that loop that's
in that
created.
loop.
Yeah. I've always called that a uni.
Maybe it is.
fisherman's knot. I
Yeah,
always thought that was
fisherman's
a
knot,
fisherman's
too.
knot.
That's what I
'cause
tie.
That's what I grew up tying, but it was 6. For me, when I was younger, it was always 6. When I learned it, it was 6 with the fisherman's knot. I don't know why. Maybe because we were just using mono back
So what are
then.
you talking about when you say a uni knot?
I don't know how to explain it. I just have to tie it. I don't know. I mean,
So when you
I feel like this needs to be a video.
yeah.
yeah, it would. Like when you tie a uni to uni, like you know what that is, right? Like
Yeah.
what that is?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
doing the same thing off your hook. He has to come through, make his loop, then he's wrapping both strands,
Right.
pulling it tight, and then cinching it down.
Right.
Oh, that's
It's a single uni. He's basically doing one of what he's doing to his braid and leader because he's tying his knots here, and when he pulls them together, they slide and touch like that.
So it
Yeah.
cinches
That's what
down,
Ricker
on,
ties.
cinched down on your hook.
Yeah.
Same concept, except it's not cinching down.
we
on the
should
line.
get a piece of twine and a big old eye,
Yeah.
and then when we have guests in here, ask that question, make them tie their
That would be
favorite knot.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need like an eye bolt.
I
Yeah.
really
Do that
need
with
to
different
take
color.
the time. I really need to take the time to learn that FG because the guys that learn it,
Dude, the FG knot is the shit.
yeah, it's,
I'm not very good
I
at
can't
it.
tie it, dude.
I do a
Mine come
reverse
apart.
Albright.
I can't.
Do they?
I don't care how many times. I haven't tied it in years. I gave up.
Yeah.
Especially on the boat in the wind.
The best person that I've ever met at it is Luke Simons from Salt Strong.
Really?
That's how they got famous.
Was
Salt
that-
Strong took off because of the FG knot. Luke was tying it on a pool table with red felt.
I saw that video,
was
actually.
that was the first ever like million view video, and then they redid it and got even like 2 more million.
Oh my god.
So Luke has been tying that knot since it was like a thing. and he can tie it with his eyes closed and 35 knot winds.
Pretty good at it too.
Crazy.
That's impressive to do in the wind.
Yeah.
It's bad enough doing a pool table.
Well, and then you have the guys, like the slow pitch guys. Those guys are nuts with the PR bobbin knot. They can tie that going 50 knots in a beanbag on the front of a boat. It's crazy.
Who the hell's PR bobbin?
A PR bobbin knot is the knot where you need the bobbin tool. So you actually use a tool to tie the knot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a bobbin, like when they tie a fly?
So
like a
we did a video on how to tie the knot at Dogfish Tackle. The YouTube video is 18 minutes long.
Wow.
The video.
Here
Edited
we go.
video.
Wow. Welcome back, the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show. I want to put a shout out to our good friends at Affordable Roofing System. Shingle, metal, tile, flat roofs, doesn't matter. Our friends at Affordable Roofing are your safest choice for repairs or replacements. Over 3 decades of roofing experience. They are defined by integrity, respect, and honesty. They've got a professional approach to doing business. And I can tell you from my personal experiences with David Torres and his family, they are great, great people. Give them a call today at 1-888-397-ROOF for your free estimate. Visit them online at affordableroofingflorida.com. Our guest in studio, my good friend Robbie Hunziker. He is with Secure Outdoors. He is a great tournament angler as well. So if you've got how to catch redfish on artificial questions, it'd be a good morning to bring him in here. He's making his own lures, all kinds of twisted stuff going on in his grape. So SecureOutdoorsUSA.com is the website. The Elite Lock, the ultimate waterproof lock. They've got them for your electronics. They've got them for your power poles. They've got them for your trolling motors. Doesn't matter the brand. They've got now a Reese hitch lock as well. We just put that on the Real Animals Fish Wagon the other day, and it's pretty cool stuff. So I guess that was Thursday afternoon. We did all that. So good stuff for sure. I had a horrible trip, by the way. Nobody asked me how my fishing was, so let me just tell you.
Oh, hey, Mike, how was your trip on Friday?
It was terrible. Thank you for asking. It was terrible.
I was about to say no one cares, but
It was tough,
then I remembered someone listening probably does.
Thanks, Dylan.
Well, you're lucky he's here. He's being a lot nicer to you.
And I'm going to get paid.
Checks in the mail, buddy.
No doubt. Yeah, it was tough, man. Just a tough. Them big flood tides, dude, are tough.
Yeah. And it's been so high mid-morning.
Yeah, really high,
Yeah.
dude, really high. If you like to fish in the morning, which this time of year, that's the time to do it. I mean, Wednesday, if you weren't fishing in the morning, you definitely weren't fishing in the afternoon.
But you have to be careful about how you define morning, right? Because, like, the guys in John's Pass, to them, like, I'm thinking specifically of John Sasser, who comes to our OCC things. He starts fishing around 2, 3 a.m. So right now, the tides are perfect for him because that's an incoming tide all pre-sunrise, right? And it's just starting to hit that Salunar Major right around sunrise. So it's like perfect for his morning fishing. But when you say morning, like actually sunrise and later, it's not really the best kind of fishing right now because you're hitting that peak high tide by 9:30, 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much the whole time you're fishing, you've got that peak high.
Ton of water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
of water.
it's shifting this week. I mean, you got that quarter moon Friday, so now we're not going to have those super high floods, and you got the 2 tides, but they're just weak.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of the bait, fry bait finally showed up, so you got a lot of fry mixed in with some good bait, a little messy on the bait side, so just a really, really tough bite. So looking forward to something changing. Sometimes I just wanted to change because whatever we're doing right here isn't working too well for me. We need something different. I mean, we caught some fish, but just really grinding for it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good, as you know, my ADD kicks in. So just
Well aware.
soaking baits in the trees was really the way to catch some redfish, but just sitting and soaking cut pinfish in the trees is like, I have to make sure.
Surprised you didn't go to like mackerel or mangroves or something like that.
You know what? I wish somebody would call me and tell me about a great mackerel bite because I can't find one. I cannot find one. We actually had a bite yesterday. We were trout fishing the last hour or so of the trip, and I literally was just telling the guys, I cannot believe we haven't caught a mackerel here. And then we had a zzz, and it was gone. And I told the guy, I'll bet you lost your hook. That was a mackerel.
Yeah.
And sure enough, but we literally had one in an hour. on a deep grass flat right near a bridge pass where normally it's mixed with, decent trout and mackerel. I'm like, I haven't seen or heard of a good mackerel bite. Now, I got some spots I'm going to check on Monday. I got an 8-year-old on Monday.
I had a couple inshore guys talking about the mackerel, and I know the guys at the Skyway were still catching some mackerel, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
You would know more than me.
It should be better than what it is. Like, it should be, you should be seeing mackerel just in my drive to go catch bait in the morning.
I would say the mackerel, if I was an inshore guide looking for mackerel, I would be looking for them where you fish, right? Around Fort DeSoto to the Skyway. And that's pretty much where you're fishing, and you're not seeing them, so that's interesting.
Usually you just see some free jumpers or, fry bait everywhere. It's time that you're just like, oh, hey, the mackerel are here, or you're emptying your net, you on the flat somewhere, and you'll see
the flash.
Yeah, you'll see them, or you'll catch a little one in your net, know. I haven't seen it, so it'll be interesting. I'm going to kind of grind that direction on Monday, and hopefully that'll get better. We'll see. Phone lines are open here, 1-800-969-9352. Hopefully you're watching on the Real Animals Facebook page, the Hubbard's Facebook page. We just had a great segment about knots at the break there, so it gives you a great opportunity to check out some more content. Let's go here to the phones. Let's check in with Alan in St. Pete. Alan, how are you this morning? Thanks for hanging on there, buddy.
No problem. Doing well. How you guys doing?
Doing well, buddy.
Trying to get through it. Putting up with Dylan's not as easy as what people think.
Yeah, you survived ICAST together, so that's good.
Mike barely survived.
We did, yeah. Dylan.
He was in a meat coma for like a week.
Yeah. Hey, what are we doing for dinner? Steak. Next night, what are we doing for dinner? Steak.
Rinse and repeat, Alan.
That's my kind of dinner plan.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm glad one of a.
We went to a Brazilian steakhouse one night. I always go when I go, dude.
It was
Texas State Brazil. Like, meat sweats and all, dude.
I got kicked out of one of those.
I believe that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were at a
You go now.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
We were at a fisheries meeting, so it's a bunch of fishermen. So like 12 of us go to this Brazilian steakhouse, and they're all drinking. I wasn't drinking. I was there for one reason, to eat my own weight in assorted meats. And so they're all drinking, carrying on. We're there for like 2.5 hours. And at multiple points, I'm like just pacing myself long term. Finally, the manager comes over. He's like, sir, we're going to have to cut you off. Like we're glad you guys are sitting here drinking, having desserts and stuff, but you're not supposed to be eating for this period of time. I was like, I understand. I've had it. I'm good.
I have a new goal.
You've become a financial.
I have a new
Brazilian
goal.
steakhouse.
Yeah, thanks to Dylan. I have a new goal.
Yeah.
Forget any awards I've won. I want to be kicked out of a Brazilian steakhouse for
It was a
them
very proud
losing
moment.
money.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a very proud moment.
You, my friend, are pricey.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you got to assort you insider tip. You got to find out what the most expensive meat is, and then just keep asking for that. That's going to get the manager's attention quicker. I got your back. We got this figured out.
I got the
trust me.
secret now, guys.
You wonder,
It's all out.
yeah. If you hear that I'm traveling with Dylan, know that
We're going to a steakhouse.
I'm in peril somewhere along that trip.
Bring your Tums.
Yeah. Actually, the steaks were delicious. It's just I'm not big on like the same. We ate at the same steak. I ate at the same steak joint the entire time I was there for dinner. It's all I had for dinner.
And then they only had like a 24-ounce ribeye. So when I left the next night, we went out to dinner as a family. I found a 40-ounce ribeye. It was solid.
Nice.
The lady was like, that's a sharing meal. You're supposed to share that with someone. Who at the table are you going to share with? I was like, it's for me.
I'm going to share it with me, myself, and I. That's who I'm going to share
She
it with.
looked horrified. The waitress was not happy with my decisions.
Dylan looks like a big human, but he's really a big grizzly bear. That's what he is. He's a large grizzly.
Turn sharing meals into
Alan,
single meals.
Yeah, that took off on you. Sorry, buddy.
It's okay. I've seen you guys eat. It is entertaining.
Got to live up to our reputations.
We need a steakhouse as a sponsor is what we need.
Yes. I can get behind that.
Well, I haven't been fishing. I have been scalloping hard.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
There you go.
I'm actually scalloped out.
Really?
It is,
Well, you
yeah,
can
we
keep
had some
scalloping
special
and just
plans.
send us your scallops. We'll take them for you.
It is the last couple of years have just been phenomenal, and my some Wisconsin family came down, so we had a bunch of people on the boat, so we had plenty of room to get a boat limit, and it's getting a little harder to get a limit, but they're there. And found them behind Anclote, but the water is horrible. It's just like milk.
Good size.
But all you have to do is go.
Good size, too?
Good size.
Okay.
Opening week, hour and 15 minutes had a boat limit. Yeah.
Wow.
So
picking them up 4 and 5 at a time, put them in your pockets, and
nice.
3 foot of water, easy stuff.
on the size thing, Alan, I was talking to Bill Rutherford from Rusty Bucket.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about how they did this seeding thing up there, FWC did, and they released like these special scallops that had like a meat chunk in it that was like almost the size of the shell, like sea scallop size meat. And they apparently released a bunch of them, and the idea was that they would interbreed and over time make overall the entire population's meat yield larger. So have you been scalloping up there for a few years, Alan? Have you noticed a change?
Last 3 or 4.
Have you noticed a change in the
I've
meat
noticed
yield?
that you're not throwing a lot of small ones back. They're just all they're all good. And the meat, I mean, you've got a big thumb as I do, but about the size of your thumbnail in diameter.
Solid.
I mean, it was averaging out about 2 gallons to give you a pound. So it's almost a pound per 2 gallons, which is pretty good yield, I think.
Yeah, man.
And we wound up getting a total of in 4 days we got 30 gallons. So I've got 15 pounds of scallops.
You know what?
Freezer.
You know what 15 gallons of scallops would pair well with?
40
A 40-ounce steak.
40-ounce ribeye, yeah.
That's where my head's at
the old
right
96er.
now. That'd be really good. Little scallop, little red meat.
Yeah. So Anclote, like I said, was a little dirty, but all you have to do is just go a little further north. You get up around Gulf Harbors, that second channel, and about 3 to 4 feet of water, and it's just amazing how that water just clears up. In only an eighth of a mile or so, it just gets so much better.
Yeah.
And then the grass is thick, and you find them. You're finding them you find this brown, mossy looking stuff on top of the green grass, and that's where they're sitting, and they're sitting in clumps.
Nice.
And
gave out the spot and what to look for.
Dude, it's
well, you don't have. It's not a secret. You just where are the boats? That's all you got to do. But during the week, it's not crowded, man. During the week, it's just there's like maybe 50 boats, and it's not on top of each other. The weekend's dicey.
always
getting in and getting out are always fun. But
hopefully everybody's being careful out there. A lot of people in the water, so make sure you're paying attention. Yeah, for sure. Great.
Yeah, exactly. I did see some. And on that note, I don't know if it's a law, but it's kind of an unwritten rule. You keep somebody on the boat at all times while you're watching the divers and watching for traffic and watching for bull sharks.
Smart.
But I saw a guy on a pontoon, and everybody went in the water. Next thing you know, he's lost one of his divers, and he couldn't find her. And he was panicking, and he starts running the boat really hard, trying to find her in and out of everybody. I'm like, this guy's freaking out. And she had swam probably 400 yards away from the boat with her head down, not looking where she was. He finally located her, but it's like, okay, that's why you leave somebody on the boat.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, your power poles sometimes don't hold. You get a good weight, and I learned that lesson the hard way. So someone has to go swim after the boat, and so that's the rule.
No.
The rule for a reason. Leave somebody on the boat to watch.
Yeah, good stuff for sure. Good call, Alan. Well done, buddy. Good to hear your voice, my friend.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right, buddy. Good friend Alan McCullough there. We got Donald and Lutz up on the other side. Hopefully we'll hear from you as well. Again, SecureOutdoorsUSA.com is in the house. Our good friend Robbie Hunziker looking at Elite Lock, the ultimate waterproof lock. Check it out online. We'll be back on the other side talking more fishing. Again, light these phone lines up. 1-800-969-9352.
Dude, I'm so hungry now.
All of us are hungry, Dylan. It's your fault, fucker. You and Ben Marshall.
Steak and eggs, baby.
Yeah,
I've invited him to this Brazilian steakhouse on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He said he already had plans, and he wasn't going anywhere. He was going to eat at the hotel or whatever.
Well, I thought we were going to eat at the hotel.
We should have gone to the Brazilian
We had room.
steakhouse.
Y'all both could have come.
Oh, man.
We had a whole,
We both
we
could've
had a
got
whole
kicked out,
tribe
yeah.
with us. We always have a tribe.
Y'all had a bunch. Yeah, I'm sure y'all already had plans. But
That's the fun part about ICAST is just going back to the hotel and just everybody you can just, hey, come join. But that's also the tough part about ICAST is there's a lot of cool people that are like, oh, come join our meal. And it's like, it's tough because it's like we're balancing.
Especially with all your sponsor stuff. And
Yeah.
like I've never stayed at the host hotel. I've always just stayed at like a Hampton somewhere.
Yeah. The traffic's so bad. I don't mind staying a little closer.
Yeah.
And that Hyatt has such a nice gym. It's crazy. The Rosen has better like lobby stuff going on, but that Hyatt's gym is crazy.
Well, and plus the Hyatt, you don't have to worry if you do have rain, you're covered.
Mm-hmm.
The walk back and forth.
It has a walkway back and forth. Yeah.
So.
Dude, did y'all think it was light?
Yes.
Oh, it was light.
I didn't go last year.
It was light.
At all. I didn't
It was
go.
light.
It was off 20,
I had a booth 2 years
But
before that.
I don't know if it was off because I feel like quality was there. What I think was off, what I noticed and what I credit it to is I think ASA did a much better job keeping out like the 16-year-old cell phone person and the hey, do you have free stuff person, because you didn't see a lot of that. Like last year, there was mobs of people with their phones on tripods asking for free stuff.
Dude, that's actually a good point because 2 years ago there were a lot more like the high school kids wearing their jerseys walking out. And that's actually I didn't put that together.
That's what I noticed when I walked around.
But with me skipping a year, one thing I did notice there's a lot of new vendors there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, also,
new
I mean, some big companies weren't there. Pure Fishing wasn't there.
Yeah.
So
Real
like
Tree wasn't there.
Yeah, Real Tree.
I heard they're pulling out of the fishing stuff. Is what I heard. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, I was listening to a podcast, like Serious Anglers podcast, and it had Ben Milliken on it. And he's like part owner of 6 Cents, and they're talking like he's like they haven't been doing that. They've been because they bring like new lures because that thing's they've gotten so big, and they bring like 2 new lures out a month, like whether it be a different size or whatever it is. And he's like, we can put our marketing. They can get these companies to get. It seems like they're getting where they're realizing they can they can use their own promotions themselves instead of spending all that money and sending a team down there.
So expensive. Mm-hmm. They've priced themselves into a tough corner. Welcome back. 6:53 here at the iHeartMedia Empire. Let's go to the phones here. Let's check in with our good friend Donald in Lutz. What's up, Donald? How are you, brother?
Hey, I'm doing awesome. You guys sounded great today. Hope all is well.
Yeah, man.
Did you happen to see that bass that Henry caught?
I did not.
I did.
Okay.
It was stellar. That was a nice one.
You got a 24-inch bass.
Ooh, wow.
For the Real Animals Junior Pro staff.
Nice.
I sent pictures to your Instagram. It was at tagged at Real Animals TV. I think that's the right site to post photos. So
that is your Instagram handle.
It is, but that doesn't mean that's the right site to post the it's to post the photos on social media. Yes, but did you turn it into the tournament people?
Yes.
To my team?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure you got
absolutely.
credit for it.
Yeah.
I thought you forgot your Instagram.
No, I know what it is. No. I understand that part. I just want to make sure it went to the right place. As far as for the tournament.
Yeah, all the photos went to the website there for the Real Animals Junior Pro staff. You have to type in the name and how many inches, but you got a bunch. He got 1 entry short of the slam. We tried to get him a grouper. He got rocked a couple times yesterday, but we got every fish except a grouper.
That bass is a stud.
Yeah,
no doubt.
It was awesome.
Total stud. I've got the picture up now on my Instagram here. Wow. Nice.
That's an awesome fish.
Yeah,
man.
Good deal. What did he catch it on? Do you know?
It was a watermelon seed fluke.
Okay. The old fluke.
Yep, and I'm so glad that I brought a net with me. It's like, you know what? I'm going to bring the net with me because you never know.
No,
you know?
You don't. Yeah. Good stuff.
Trying to.
That's always one of those things. Like we talk about it on the offshore trips. If you're not in the jackpot, that's when you catch the trophy fish. When you don't have your net, that's when you're like, oh, I should have brought the net.
Yeah, for sure.
When you have the net, you're like, didn't need that.
No doubt.
It's always funny how that happens. So I'm glad it worked out.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I always bring, when I'm in the kayak, I always bring a net with me because you never know.
Yeah, leave the net at home one time. See what happens, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's always funny.
Yeah, I got to drive him. We go to the airport today. I'm flying him back home. Unfortunately, his 2 weeks here is over. But we had such a great time with him. We met up with a friend of him and his in Ocala with the trampoline jump park and stuff, and playing basketball. Man, he is loving playing basketball. I had to buy him a basketball hoop set up, have it delivered here before he got here, and had it set up for him. But he's gotten so tall, it's just unbelievable. I would have loved to have gone to the OCC, but he didn't feel so great. And he goes, Papa, I'm just don't feel great.
Yeah, that's all good.
It's getting sunburned and stuff, playing basketball. He's out there in the heat. Man, I mean, he's 16 now, so it's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. He's growing up. That's great.
Yeah, he was
Good
like
stuff.
4 the first time you met him at Gator Gyms in St. Pete.
Yeah, that's great. It's crazy.
And we
Time
got to go
flies
fishing
when you're having
with you a
fun.
couple years ago.
You're making me feel.
Absolutely.
You're making me feel old. I'm hanging up on you now.
Older.
Trust me, I feel old. Trying to keep up with him.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, good call, brother. Good work. Great fish there. Hopefully that one's going to be tough to beat in the Real Animals Junior Pro Staff Tournament for sure. So nice work, buddy.
I appreciate that. He's got some nice entries.
Good.
He got a slam yesterday.
Nice.
So, and a bunch of other fish. He got his 21st species yesterday. He got a flounder and a Spanish mackerel.
Wow,
He was
nice.
talking about Spanish mackerels. Yeah, he got one yesterday and a flounder. So he's up to 21 species. So very proud of that kid. He just stays out as long as he wants. He's like, man, we were out there fishing for like 7 hours yesterday.
Nice.
So he does not want to go in.
Well, that's making memories, brother.
Getting them
making
hooked on
memories.
fishing.
Yeah, buddy.
Good stuff, Donald.
All right, partner. We appreciate you. Great call, buddy.
Appreciate you guys. Hey, you guys take care. Stay safe in tight lines, and you guys take care. Appreciate you.
Thanks, buddy. Good stuff.
Speaking of basketball,
Love the passion.
I have actually watched Anderson play basketball.
Whoa.
Him and Rickard
Yeah.
took on the lateral media boys.
Oh, you were there for that? I
was
heard of that story. But
I was the only spectator of that private
And
match.
you have video of this?
I wish.
Dude, you messed up, bro.
But I was talking to him about it.
Talking about getting paid. I would pay you good money for that
You
video.
know who's happy there isn't video? The lateral media boy.
That's a fact.
Cameron got beat by some old
Yeah,
guys.
the young bucks got whooped
And
up
dude,
on.
they were talking mad smack.
That was Spencer and Cam.
Yes.
Right? Oh my.
I saw a different side of Anderson there. We were talking about that. I was teasing.
He's
I'm
a
like,
competitive.
oh my
He's
god.
really competitive.
I'm like, this dude's got a testosterone level of an 18-year-old like that, like snapping a finger. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it was awesome. So awesome.
And then he couldn't walk.
Good stuff. Yeah. Playing basketball after fishing all day on a concrete pad in August.
The show
Yeah, it
after
was
that,
August.
limping in here.
Dude, it was August in Louisiana.
In Buras, Louisiana, by the fire
That
station.
whole thing, by the way, just for the record, so we're clear, that whole thing was Ryan Rickard's fault. I told those young bucks it wasn't happening.
Rickard is getting blamed a lot this morning.
Rickard pulled it up like a wet nap, and we ended up playing. It was all Rickard's fault. He pulled that against him forever. We got a good friend, Captain Jim Fogel, up on the other side with our Visit St. Pete Clearwater Safe Boating Tip. Hopefully we'll hear from you as well. 1-800-969-9395. Light 'em up.
Let me tell y'all a story. Him and I were just talking about it the other day. I brought it up. Oh man.
No, I heard that story. I didn't hear that there was a spectator involved.
Yeah, I just happened. I was camera, but Rickard and I were there for a tournament, and we went a little early because he was filming with Ryan. So
That was the first time Robbie and I had met, too. That was the first trip that Robbie
we
and I
ever
had
really spent time
Yeah,
together.
yeah. We were.
That was awesome, dude.
I was drinking a beer. We were sitting down at Lambert's house, getting ready to go back to the lodge for dinner, and he goes, "Dude, I don't know you all that well, but And at that one moment, you kind of glazed over. I was like, I don't know him all that well, but I don't think this is good for them.
I was like, dude, what's his dosage? Like, I mean, that thought went through my head. Like, man, how much did he just shoot up before this match? Like, wow. Oh yeah, because like he called foul, and they're like, we don't have. Oh, you want to play like that? I mean, it was like, okay,
I warned you.
we're about to do some street ball right here. Like, it's about to get real. Ghetto hooping, no refs involved.
You set the tone.
It was awesome, dude. It was so fun.
I've been
so
like that.
hot.
I've been like that forever. With pickup basketball,
Uh-huh.
because I played organized for so many years. When you get in a pickup game, I'm just like, you get that hard foul, and I'm like, just so we're aware, that red mark, you set the tone, just so you know.
You asked
This
for
is
this.
right. Well,
Yours is going to be right here,
Yeah.
but,
Well,
but you started it.
where you wear it, you never know, but
Yeah.
it's coming. Yeah, that shit
Oh
was-
yeah, them boys were like. I mean, it was like an hour before they convinced them to do it. Like they just kept
Oh.
nagging and nagging.
Yeah, and
and
then the
nagging.
assholes. So they talked about it the whole trip up. I heard
I
that.
didn't hear
Oh,
it. Yeah, I
dude,
wasn't
for
on the trip,
hours.
but-
I heard about it hours and hours and hours, and all day on the boat they're pimping us. And then I'm scrubbing the boat in the heat in Louisiana. Them assholes are in the air conditioning. Oh, yeah, let's go play hoops. Yeah, I've been on a boat, scrubbing a boat all day, fishing all day. Fools.
Your boat's like 24 foot long, though. So, like, how long does it take to scrub it?
Dude,
Pretty good, especially if you're filming out of it.
yeah, it's got to look pretty right, dude. Says the guy who has a whole team to wash his boat.
I've
That
scrubbed.
bitch,
I've
you
been
ain't washed
scrubbing
a boat
boats my
when?
whole life.
Oh, he wrote my all 6 years of my life.
Oh, 6 years.
Acting like he's old.
I grew up scrubbing boats, so
Now
I
he's
know,
got a
trust
whole
me.
team of guys where he just sits in the office. He gets on the intercom. Hey,
You missed the spot.
hey, could you go
I can
scrub the
see it
boat?
from the camera.
Yeah. The boat's ready to be scrubbed now. You're starting to sound like Mahoney. I worked so hard.
Yeah,
I was here yesterday at 10:30. You weren't even in yet.
and Mahoney talks about that all the time. Some guy walked up at OCC Roadhouse after the event, and he and I were chatting. And he comes to a lot of events. I know him well. He's like, "Yeah, I've been wanting to meet Mahoney, so I tried to make it over to Mahoney's, but I went there like 3 times, and they're always closed." I was dying laughing. He's like, "Yeah, I went there on a Sunday. They're not open Sundays. I went there on a Saturday. They're not open on Saturday."
They are,
He's
but
like,
Saturday morning.
Yeah, he went in the afternoon
afternoon.
on Saturday. I was like, "What in the world?"
That's funny. I can't. I'm so much pain.
You hurting that bad?
What?
You hurting that bad?
No, I'm talking about the pain of listening.
Oh,
to you.
that. I thought you meant like because
Yeah.
you said you were sore.
No, I
Yeah,
am.
that's right.
I am
Oh.
sore, but no, that's way more painful
yeah.
than I am sore.
Back to school. Here he goes.
Yep. More traffic in the mornings.
Yeah,
School
traffic.
buses, school zones.
Yeah, traffic goes to shit. Yep.
Got to change your leave times.
That's the trick. Go to work at like 5:30. No traffic.
Yeah.
No doubt. But it also means that we're closer to football season, which also means we're closer to sitting in a tree.
Oh my God, both y'all.
Mostly him, not me.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm a tree guy.
I don't do
I
that.
like to go sit
I
in
don't
a
do
tree.
that. Not that I wouldn't.
I got to get him up there.
Yeah, I
I
would
got
like
to get
to.
you up there.
My dad does it big time. I grew up.
It's the only way I'm ever gonna get venison sausage. Apparently, let's go shoot my own. I have terrible friends.
You forget
terrible
to remind
friends.
me. If you'd remind me on Friday night,
He says
you already
this
have
every
it.
time I bring it up. Oh, you forgot to remind me. I mean, you would think he would think of you, like plan it out. Maybe write it down in that paper calendar of his.
Maybe we can pay someone to call him and remind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a team. Have one of your people call him.
Have your boat wash guy call Mike at like 3 a.m. on Saturday before he leaves.
Have your guy call my guy.
I don't have a guy. I answer my own phone, Tony. Unless it's you calling, then I let you go to voicemail. Then I call you, see what you want, then call you back.
I screen your calls.
That's right.
Wow, he must have me in his phone as Dylan too.
Dylan too. Let's see.
He's adding you to that list.
Oh yeah, them tides ain't great, huh?
I'll get you some sausage. I'll just call my dad.
There we go.
He'll give me one.
We had a guy come on an overnight trip this past Tuesday. He listens to our live show, and we talk about food occasionally.
Okay.
And, dude, he's from western New Orleans, like right there on the lake on Pontchartrain.
Boudin.
Dude, he came with 4 big trays, one filled with some of the best jambalaya I've ever had, one filled with some of the best gumbo I've ever had. Then he had 2 big, huge things. It must have been like 10 pounds of Boudin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, I ate so much. I got so sick. It was like my stomach was distended. It was crazy. And then I felt sick the rest of the day because I was so full. The next day, I had more. It was so good, dude. I was killing it. It was really good.
Welcome back. Rolling into hour number 2 here, the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show. Put a shout out to the OCC Roadhouse. Captain Glenn Taylor absolutely crushed it on Tuesday night. Great job by him. We appreciate all who came on out and joined us. Definitely a great event again, for sure.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Scott Moore was there. I mean, we had some. We were loaded. Ray Martin showed up again.
Mahoney threw a drink
Tice.
at Scott Moore. That was interesting.
Right. Yeah. Mahoney just
walked up and just spilt a full cup of Coca-Cola right on Scott Moore.
Yeah.
Do you have that video?
No, I wasn't there yet. I was late for that.
Yeah. One legend dumping Coca-Cola on another legend. Yeah. I told Mahoney, I said, that's because you haven't taken him fishing. It took Scott so many years. Scott was like, I'm not taking that meat hunter fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike's still mad at him, so he dumped the whole Coke in his lap. Should have taken me fishing sooner.
Classic.
But yeah, good. Great crowd. Enjoyed it very much. Our next one is Tuesday, August 26th. Again, 7 to 9 p.m. OCC Roadhouse. We got our good friend Captain Jeff Hageman from the Florida Insider Fishing Reports. Been guiding a long time here on the west coast of Florida. Phenomenal tarpon fisherman, redfish tournament angler. You name it, he's done it. He's ran a big boat for years, so he's very, very good offshore billfish guy. So it's going to be a good. Jeff and I are dear friends. We spent about 10 years together as roommates down there in Boca Grande for tarpon season. So I got some great stories. If they don't come and ask questions, I got some stories on Jeff.
Yeah, I would love to pick his brain on some of those stories.
Talk about a guy who can cook too. Really good cook.
Ooh.
Yeah, really good cook.
It's always good if you're gonna do the roommate thing to have someone in that mix that can cook.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Jeff is very good at grubbing us up for sure. So. Good stuff there. We talked a little bit about the Real Animals Junior Pro Staff. That summer tournament's going on here. We're wrapping that up August 9th. That'll be our Real Animals Junior Pro Staff Award ceremony at Gator Gyms there. So if you just want to see all the great awards and photos and smiles on kids' faces, it'll be Saturday, August 9th, 9:30 in the morning. We'll do that award ceremony. And big shout out again to CCA Florida and Yamaha Outboards for $5,000 apiece they donated for the scholarship for the big winners of this year's summer tournament. So pretty
That's
cool
awesome.
by both of those brands for
That's
sure.
pretty awesome. They stepped up this
it's
year
really
for you.
cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, CCA was in it to win it. Brian Gorski had the idea, and then Yamaha was like, hey, you know what? We're in too. So very, very blessed to have those great people on board. Great junior pro staff we had this year. Lots of big fish getting turned in. So.
I just want to say again, that was probably let me say it's your second best idea, right behind having me join you on the Saturday show. But it was a great idea when you came up with that junior pro staff. That was really cool.
Okay.
It is awesome.
I appreciate that. Right after you tooted your own horn, you gave me some love. I appreciate
Yeah, but it was clever how he did it because he gave you a compliment and boosted himself at the same time. So that's
You got it
slick.
figured out.
He's smooth. Right?
Yeah,
So
I
dumb.
like it.
Yeah,
That was no one else caught that. I don't think. But I like it.
You called it out, so you ruined it. But
You have to come up with some new stuff now, Dylan. I have faith in you, buddy. I think you can.
He's very smooth, that Dylan Hubbard.
I was going just the best idea, but I saw your eyes and you were bracing yourself, so I figured I'd lean into that.
Every time you go to speak, I brace myself, actually.
I saw the worry in your eyes.
Could be a shot coming. I've had people actually call me after the shoot and go, why do you hang out with Dylan again? I'm like, I don't know.
I still don't know.
Solid question.
Can you imagine how he treats someone he doesn't like?
I can't.
They're
You
scared.
don't want to know.
It's not pretty. Let's go to the phones here, get our visit. St. Pete Clearwater Safe Boating Tip of the Week, Captain Jim Fogel, U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Captain Extraordinaire. Jimmy, how are you?
Morning.
What's up,
Good,
buddy?
guys. Good. Good show. Good show as usual. Earlier, I heard a gentleman talking about divers and snorkelers, so I was going to talk about that anyway. So that's a good lead-in for
Yeah,
me. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Boaters are reminded anybody closer than 300 feet, 300 feet or closer, they must be at idle speed, not slow speed, not on a plane, at idle speed. Idle speed means flat on the water and barely making way. Okay? 300 feet away in open water. In rivers and inlets and navigable channels, it's only 100 feet. So, please don't get close to divers. Divers need to remember that they need to stay inside that 300-foot circle. In fact, you can't see a snorkeler normally
No.
if he's 300 feet away.
And they need to remember that flag. That's a big one.
Well, that's next on the list here. Boaters must have a dive flag up. It must be 20 by 24 or larger. It must be a solid orange flag. I'm sorry. It must be an orange and white flag, got a diagonal white stripe, and it means people are in the water. Now, when you get people out of the water and you start moving away, then you take the flag down.
That's an important one.
Up on my antenna. You know, you need to keep it on the highest place that you can mount it on your boat. And sometimes that's, you know, if you've got a VHF antenna, then you can mount it up there with wire ties or something, and that'll keep it up high. Try to have a horn on a boat. You know, whistles are allowed for sound signals, but if you've got divers in the water, you really ought to have a horn of some kind. And one captain that I saw an article on, he even had a megaphone that he would call out, "Hey, jackwagon, you know, I've got divers in the water."
That's right.
We've already had one. I only know of one. There was actually
such a proud moment for me.
It was a hit and run up in Ozella where a diver got his legs chopped up.
Yeah, I remember that.
And there was a dive flag out, and the captain was sounding horn signals, and the boat hit him anyway. So please let's don't have any accidents up in this area this year. We don't want any anywhere, and we certainly don't want any, casualties. So make sure you get your dive flag on your boat, get it up high, and do not abandon the boat. Like the guy mentioned earlier, put a real anchor down. If there's any slight possibility.
I was going to say that earlier. The power poles will come loose, especially if you got some soft bottom and the wind picks up. You get a little storm come through or something.
Yeah.
Better if you're going to be in the water, away from the vessel. It's better to just put an anchor out. Drop your power poles if you want, but then just put an anchor out to make sure you don't end up.
The power poles are like your stern anchor in my mind. You always still have to have that bow anchor out. That's your solid.
It's a good idea,
connection
right?
point.
Exactly. Just a good idea. Super secure.
And if you've got somebody in the boat like you're supposed to at all times, then he or she should be able to tell if the boat is moving. So let's be safe out there. If you're gonna if you like to wander away from the boat, which I know people that do, they make little flags that fit on a floating buoy that you can carry with you as you're snorkeling or diving.
I think that's a real good idea too, especially with all the traffic.
That is a good help. Yeah. So please, let's be safe this year and not have any more injuries or accidents.
Amen.
Thank you guys for the time. For the Coast Guard Auxiliary in St. Pete, Jim Fogle. Be safe out there.
Well done, Jimmy. As always.
Appreciate you, man.
Good stuff, man. He is the best.
Yeah. Keeping that dive flag up and high is important, and then remembering to take it down when you're cruising. Those are two very important things that are easily forgotten.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt about it.
A lot of problems.
Yeah, but just got to be safe out there. If you've ever been to the scalloping grounds up there, Homosassa, Crystal River, those areas, there's just boats and there's just people everywhere, man. I've been there. It's just psychotic. So it's just so easy for somebody, especially in some of the currents when you get around the moon, to be just swimming along, looking, and next thing you know, these people are a long ways away from them boats. So just running around out there is just dangerous.
I've been scalloping a few times, and it's very eerie to me because I'm like, even on the road, I'm a very defensive driver. I'm watching out what people are doing behind me, on the side of me. When you're out there scalloping and there's so many boats around and you hear those lower units going in and out of gear and revving up, it's very eerie. I did not enjoy it.
No,
I was on my hairs were sticking up the whole time. I was like, what is going to happen?
The other thing that did it for me, the scalloping thing was really, really big on my list of things to do right up until the 8-foot bull shark ate the snook boat side right during scallop season.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, I've never seen that before. That's not good.
Well, there was that girl a couple years ago in Steenhatchee at Grassy Island that got her leg taken off by a bull shark scalloping.
Yeah.
Like 2 years ago.
They're ornery, dude.
Yeah, the black fins are not smart.
That's an ornery critter. I'm like, yeah.
My fins are very colorful for that reason. Like to break up those colors.
Yeah.
It does not look like a stingray.
Yeah. No, good point.
Yeah.
Good
Crazy.
point. Yeah. Colorful. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, spearfishing. That's why, like, you see those wetsuits that are multi-cam and like the different assorted varieties of breaks and patterns, because fish don't necessarily see color too well, especially as you dive down. But when you break up your patterns, like you have a different color weight belt, different color fins, different color shorts and shirt, that makes you a smaller image. If you're wearing all black and you're diving down, it looks like you're one fish, very large shadow coming down. But if you break up your colors, it looks like a school of fish. And then they're less concerned about you. That's the thought anyway.
Interesting.
That's what
and you have to do stuff like that when you're down there and you are smelling of steak.
Yes.
Out of your pores.
And when you're 6'7" diving down on a ledge, you don't want to look like a 7-foot shark,
no,
right?
You do not.
I want to look like a school of small fish. Don't worry about me, boys. Come on over.
I just had a visual of the cartoon shark. You're like, ribeye. I smell ribeye.
40 ounce.
That's right.
Good meal.
Somebody was at the Brazilian steak.
Oh, yeah. They won't be easy for him, though.
He'll be delicious. God.
I'm so hungry.
We have so many issues here today. I don't even know how you got this program into the air. I really don't. We've got our good friend Will in Apollo Beach. We've got Jance in Crystal River. Again, hopefully we'll hear from you as well. 1-800-969-9352. Robbie Hunziker, SecureOutdoorsUSA.com is our guest. Elite Lock, the ultimate waterproof lock. Check it out. We'll be back. trust, a company that is clean, honest. It's like I'm back in a routine with my training this week was good and fishing. But I'm sore as fuck. Seriously. It's all your fault.
Citrus one, that's a nice one.
I love these.
Yeah.
My favorite one.
I experiment. The citrus ones are good, but I feel like I get burned out on them.
Quick.
Yeah.
I think they lose their flavor faster than those.
Yeah.
I need to get more of that and not get off the real stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love Copenhagen long cut.
Oh, me too.
Oh.
I was hard into that for a long time.
It's mostly mental.
What?
It's mostly mental, really.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an addiction to it, but it's mostly mental. It's like
comfort.
You get ready to do something, like put one in.
Yeah.
Like get ready to start fishing, put one in. Get ready to drive, put one. You don't even want one.
Yeah.
You just do it.
Yeah. Habit.
100%. Those things do help.
Yeah. I like them a lot. Just trade one for another, though.
Yeah. Constant. I got like 2 in right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I met my wife in college, and I was smoking end of high school and into college, and she was like, I stopped smoking, but then I started chewing. I chewed tobacco.
You just swap it.
Yeah. I chewed tobacco for many, many years, and I cut that out in like 2022.
Good for you, man.
Then I went to vaping, and that was terrible. Don't recommend that.
I don't know that. Never worried about smoking. I remember, like, people talk about, like, you know, marijuana and stuff. Like, I've never done it. And people are like, are you serious? I'm like, man, I'm 50. And at times I'm like, well, I've lived this long without it. I don't even need to try it. But in high school, I tried to smoke a cigarette once, and I literally could not make myself inhale it.
Oh, yeah?
So it's probably one reason I never tried anything else.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do it. And I was like, I'm done. And that was it. That was my smoking. It lasted about 2 seconds. But my dad did chew tobacco.
Yeah.
It's like Levi Garrett and Redman and all that growing up, yeah. So.
My buddy, I just saw it now. He's like, where the fuck is the elbow?
It's on every chart.
Middle ground? South of middle ground?
Same as just above the wrist.
Yeah.
That should be your response.
So you have the middle grounds, then you have the pipe that runs between the elbow and middle grounds. The elbow is south of the pipe. It's in line with the middle grounds, a little closer.
So is it actually a pipeline out there?
Yeah.
Like a legit
A
pipeline?
pipeline runs from Port of Louisiana to Port
That's
of Tampa.
the one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Does it run to Port Tampa or Port Manatee?
I don't know.
Where's the Port
It runs
Manatee?
in Tampa Bay. I don't know.
Where's the Port Manatee?
Okay.
Comes up Manberty Key.
Okay.
Really?
That's why
That's why
Manberty Key has the zone around it.
That's why. I thought it was because of the port itself.
It has it because there's a natural gas pipeline that comes up right on Manberty Key. And right after the jack wagons from the Middle East decided to start blowing shit up in this country, that they were worried somebody was going to blow it up and screw up a lot of shit.
Dude, speaking of natural gas, you should see this natural gas plant. You ain't been down there. Oh, yeah, you might have seen it. When's the last time you filmed it?
I did. Yeah, I saw it last year.
Dude,
it's huge.
I was there like 3 weeks ago. It's running.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah, ships across the, all that stuff was across the road. Oh, how fast they built that thing.
The traffic. How's the traffic?
Oh, I was good, but I went down there on Sunday morning. It was 4th of July weekend, and I left on Monday afternoon, and I didn't catch a shift.
You catch a shift
I was in and out.
You catch a shift in that bitch.
It's 2 hours.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's no joke. I remember when they started building it, like watching that thing. That's impressive what they did.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
They built this massive natural gas plant in just south of Myrtle Grove, north of Venice, on LA 23. They're building another one next to it. They're already prepping the land. They're gonna build another one.
Wow.
That's what Lambert told me. It's insane. Got a big wall around it for the flooding. Pretty cool.
Dylan Hubbard.
Welcome back. Again, put a shout out to our good friends at Affordable Roofing Systems. Single metal, tile, flat roofs, repairs, replacements, whatever you got, you better get it done. We're in the rainy season now. You don't want that thing to get away from you. Call our good friends at Affordable Roofing Systems. 1-888-397-ROOF. Get your free estimate or visit them online at affordableroofingflorida.com. Also, our programming note here, real quick, OCC Roadhouse. We're doing them the 4th Tuesday of every month, the Real Animals Fishing Conversations. We just had the great Captain Glenn Taylor there here in July. August is Tuesday, August 26th. That's the 4th Tuesday of the month, 7 to 9 p.m. Captain Jeff Hageman, Florida Insider Fishing Report guy, longtime charter captain here on the west coast of Florida. Tarpon Springs all the way down to Boca Grande, one of the best in the business, longtime friend of mine. We'll have a great time. Make sure you join us, OCC Roadhouse, Tuesday, August 26th. We've got Engel Coolers, Bull Bay Rods, Real Animal Swag, all kinds of goodies to give away. So make sure you put it on your calendar. Tuesday, August 26th, 7 to 9 p.m. We will be there. Let's go to the phones here. Going to go to Jance first. He's been on about 15 seconds, 20 seconds longer than Will, so we'll go to Jance first. Jance, how are you, brother?
Doing well. Good morning, gentlemen. Great show as always.
Thank you, my friend.
So, two things. I wanted to touch on the whole scalloping. Now, it may seem as like common sense, but do not use your spot lock on your trolling motor as an anchor. Like up here, and I've seen it on the scalloping grounds, and it's just not smart.
Common sense isn't that common.
I was going to say, I wish that I would tell you what a silly thing to say, but I get it. It's not that silly.
Yeah. And second thing, Mike, I took your advice. I figured it was time for a career change, so I went ahead and I joined the team at Ring Power.
Nice.
And couldn't be happier.
Good for you, bro. Good for you. That's awesome. A cool company, isn't it? They got good people there, man. I've been really impressed
inside
with
out.
them. Yeah,
it's really cool.
Yeah, good people. Nice work.
Yeah. I visited. Go ahead.
What are you doing with Ring Power?
So I'm in the heavy equipment and rental department for repair and service.
Okay, nice. Okay,
sounds fun.
Good for you, buddy. They got some really, they got some cool stuff there.
You get to drive some of it? That's where
I get to drive all of it.
That sounds fun. What, Robbie?
Did you see him smile? Like, that was Christmas morning look right there for a 6-year-old.
Did you know you could just go to Home Depot and they'll give you that stuff? You just need an ID. I was so floored by that. I was like, wait, you're going to just like let me hook my truck up to this and take it? And he was like, yeah. I was like, I don't have to show you anything. Nope, just an ID. I was like, okay, see you later. I went home and flipped it like 3 times. It was so much fun.
Steve Dillon, he doesn't even have any work to do. He just goes and rents a piece of equipment every month. Like drive it around.
How big of a piece of equipment can I get from you, from this Ring Power Cat? Are we talking like low boy delivery?
I think it's going to depend on your budget.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Big stuff. Big stuff.
Yeah, talk with the boys up in the front office. I just maintain it and fix it.
You got about 30.
You're gonna have a lot of work to
30
do.
seconds before we got to go to break, Jance. What else you got, buddy?
Nothing. I'm just going to be doing some hull repair on the boat, taking care of some dock rash, and taking the wife out for a birthday weekend next week, and got a Airbnb on the water. So
good for you.
Make it all about her.
Good for you, brother.
Smart man.
Yeah, you've been a great listener and follower for many years, bro. It's always good to see you and your bride, and I'm glad everything's going well. Congrats on the new Ring Power gig. That's great.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, guys. Y'all have a great weekend.
Good to hear your voice, brother. Good stuff right there. Love this. We got Will in Apollo Beach. He will be up next. We got this next segment will be our last big segment of the morning, so if you want to join us, it's a good time to do so. 1-800-969-9352. Again, Robbie Hunziker, SecureOutdoorsUSA.com is our guest. Light him up. We'll be back.
From the local Lexus dealers.
Flew by, bro.
They get the big tractor back, and it's just nothing but like steak parts in the cab. There's a tomahawk bone on the dashboard.
He's fresh lifted it.
I've been over there to
And
the
shells.
That is awesome.
There's some
Shotgun shells littering the floor.
giant equipment. There's giant equipment all over the place.
Oh, dude, some of that stuff is now how it's
Crazy.
changed.
Yeah.
So I grew up, my dad had a backhoe business,
Oh, okay.
and they were smaller excavators. And but I hated it.
Really?
Boring. You sit there like in a backhoe,
Yeah.
a track hoe. You sit there pulling levers, spin around in a circle. You move the foot.
Yeah, it's fun for a little while, but it wears off quickly.
I mean, as a job.
Yeah.
You know, like, but some of these big ones now, like, golly, they have stuff now where they can quick connect everything, and you can like turn a bucket 360 degrees. Like you can almost dig backwards. Like it's crazy compared to what I grew up with. But
Yeah.
pretty impressive what they do.
I like watching those YouTube videos where they do like the fine work with it.
Yes.
It's
and they
crazy.
have like brushes now,
Yeah.
and the little hook and the yeah. Cool.
It's
cool
fun.
stuff.
It's amazing what some of those boys can do. Like behind Hurricane Helene, that one road that got washed out in North Carolina, and the the feds came in and said, "Oh, it's going to take us like 2 years to rebuild this road," and a bunch of rednecks with excavators rebuilt it in a week and a half. They were using the excavators to pull, like one excavator would go up, and then it would grab the bucket of another excavator and move that excavator up the mountain.
Oh wow!
And they were like
using
chaining
each
them
other.
together,
Wow.
using them together. It was wild. It was the coolest thing.
I didn't see that. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
What human beings
A bunch
can
of
do.
half-drunk rednecks got what the feds said would take 2 years done in a week and a half.
Bro, imagine how fast we could fix I-4 if they get the hell out of the way.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Been working on that bit since I lived here in
I think
1990.
all construction on roads should be done 24/7.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Not nighttime. Let it be crappy during the day and just run 24/7 and get it done. That's my opinion. It's gonna be. They spend half a day putting cones out and taking them down, or barricades, or whatever. It's
100%.
like, come on, man. Like,
Just get it done.
you're not getting anything done.
Just get it done. But the companies don't want that.
No.
It's long-term money. They got them guys working all that time. They don't want shit to go fast.
Speaking of roads, is the Howard Franklin going to end up being a toll road and the center is going to change direction? Is that what that's going to be about?
Yeah.
Okay, I assumed
Is
it.
that what it is?
Yeah, so you'll have the Howard Franklin will have the outside lanes like it normally
Normal.
does, but then it'll have an inside lane that'll be express.
The crosstown does,
Yeah.
or the
Yeah,
Selma
it'll be
Express
one
lanes.
way in
At
the
certain-
morning
okay.
and then one way in the
I
afternoon.
assume that's what they were doing,
and
the
it'll
way
be
they
a
were building
toll.
it.
Yeah. Just like it is now, there's just tolls off the Howard Franklin.
Yeah, I'd have.
I love
those when they
it
started
because
that.
I live in Seminole off 102nd. So
Okay.
when I go over the Howard Franklin, I take that toll express exit, just fire it up and hit cruise control, and I'm home so fast.
Nice.
I can get from my house to the Golf Council offices, which is right there by International Mall, in about 18 minutes. It's crazy.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, it's nuts. Every channel this morning has done a fishing segment.
Yep.
That's awesome. Through that advertising discussion at Fox 13, that fishing segment is one of the most watched segments that they have. On the app, it gives it its own shelf. It's crazy how popular it is.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Channel 8
People
had
care
it-
about fishing in
Channel
Tampa
8 had
Bay.
it all by the balls and couldn't figure out how to sell it. Hello?
McFly.
Nobody's home. It's crazy, bro. Figure that was 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't figure it.
Oh, back when you started.
Yeah, couldn't figure out how to sell it. Good work. You guys all went to college for this, huh? Now they got a weather. Now they got the weather lady doing it.
She needs to branch out more too. She uses the same couple people for it.
Typical Channel 8. They don't want to spend any money and get somebody in there who knows what the fuck they're doing. I know what we'll do. We got somebody in the building that likes to fish. We'll just use them. You're so stupid, bro.
One of the guys in marketing. I went on a charter. I'll do it.
I stayed in a Holiday Inn last night.
Welcome back. 7:35 here at the iHeartMedia Empire. We certainly appreciate you guys joining us this morning. We hope your start to your Saturday is a blessed one. Looks like a beautiful day out there. If you're headed for the water, just be safe. Be safe for sure.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, stay hydrated. Make sure you have your 1/4-inch net if you're going to throw your net on the grass flats. A lot of that fry bait showed up. Got a little sloppy yesterday. So, but good fishing should be part of it, especially if you can be out there wild fish both sides of that tide a little bit. The outgoing was actually, I was told it was a little bit better. We had so much water, that big flood tide, we had so much water up in the trees that the later incoming tide bite was tough. But when you get that outgoing tide, that water starts to dump out of them trees. The bite was a little bit better. So,
what's a cast net?
How does that work?
Turn his mic off, Derek.
I haven't seen a cast net in a very long time. I don't know if I could open one still.
You have a bait guy.
Yeah, I got a guy for that.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He just sits back like the Staples deal. That was easy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Full-time bait guy is it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's the way.
I recommend.
Let's go to the phones here. Phone lines are open, 1-800-969-9352. Let's go to Will in Apollo Beach. Will, how are you?
Hey, I'm above ground. I'm a happy guy.
There you go. It's a good way to start.
Hey, all these new people coming into Florida, they really need to know about your charters over there at the Hubbard Marine. That is experience everybody should do.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. And we're trying to get the word out the best we can.
Dude, he's sending checks out everywhere.
His marketing budget must be really big this month.
Checks in the mail.
Loads are a little light, he said earlier. Remember? He's trying to fix that problem. Very smart.
I haven't even touched my phone. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Thanks for coming fishing with us.
Yes, sir. I'm old enough to remember, I don't know if they still do it, the warning things on cigarette packages. This may, be cancer or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe they put warning labels on all fishing equipment that this will be addictive.
I'm surprised there's not.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's truly an addiction. I-75 in the Little Manatee River. You ever been up that area?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The further you go, it gets narrower and narrower.
Yeah.
So 20 years ago, I'm up there on a jet ski with my wife, and I've got my daughter and her friend on another jet ski. Of course, I've got rod holders on my jet skis, right? So
smart.
There's a place up there where on one side there's a 10-foot gator laying up there sunning himself, and on the other side there's a little 6-foot gator. So they're watching each other. Well, just as I get past those two gators, my daughter's jet ski goes down. It's sucked up an ice bag into the impeller.
Mm.
Now, I've got to get off the jet ski in the water and get that bag so we can get the jet ski running.
You should have had one of the kids do it, bro. Come on.
Should have had a guy for that.
You needed an easy button. No doubt.
One of the hardest things I had to do, because I couldn't lose face, right? I got the wife there, the daughter there.
Oh, yeah.
I had to get in that water, and knowing that 10-foot gator's right over there. But, God had his hand on me, and I'm still fishing.
Nice.
There it is.
You wore a multicolored wetsuit. You had a multicolored wetsuit.
School of fish.
Yeah, with a spear gun.
You're right.
But love your show. I look forward to it, and the addiction is what it is.
Amen, brother. We appreciate you, Will. We certainly understand the addiction well, no doubt. Have a great day, bud. Good stuff right there.
Yeah.
Will in Apollo Beach.
Man, sharks don't bother me. I don't mind swimming with sharks. They're like dogs, you know. You can kind of tell when they get agitated, and I don't mind swimming with sharks at all because a lot of times you can see them too, right? Because you're talking about offshore spear fishing, so you can see the shark and you can kind of be one with the shark, if you will. But like inshore, lake water, dark, gators, can't see them. Don't know where they're going. Don't like it. And they're like dinosaurs, man. They're old creatures. I don't like gators.
I don't like either one of them, actually.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm good
they
without.
have teeth?
Yeah, I'm good without either one of them. Temperamental. Like I don't need any of that.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Gators freak me out.
Yeah, I don't like gators either.
Some of those gators in the Louisiana marsh are
mean.
I mean large.
Yeah, big.
You know they're old and they don't care and they're not scared when you go by them on plane, like from me to you, and they won't even go down. Those are the ones you're like, whoa.
He's been around the block.
No fear. I mean, he's eaten 3 people. Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah, he's waiting for you to fall out of your boat.
He's seen some things.
He's actually smelling. He's like, no,
smells like steak.
No ribeye. he had seafood. He's not going to be quite as tasty as the ribeye dude.
Yeah, gators freak me out.
I get it. I'm not a swim. I don't like snakes either.
I love snakes.
I know you do. You're twisted.
Really?
Snakes are cool. I love snakes. I had a pet snake for many, many years. Won another one. My wife was not as enthusiastic, unfortunately.
God bless her.
Yeah.
God bless
trying to convince my kids, you know.
Somebody in the house has common sense.
He's gonna be paying somebody to call his wife. He's like, hey, Dylan needs a snake, and like
these are the reasons why.
Yeah.
Smart.
Your business will flourish.
Like
gold will rain down from the skies if you have a pet snake. You know?
I've met her. She's pretty smart. She's not falling for
I can't outfox her.
Yeah, she's not falling for that. The crew is not convincing her that this is a good plan.
Yeah. You know, you got to marry smarter, right?
Oh, for sure. No doubt. No doubt. Behind every good man, there's a much better woman keeping him straight.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So, should be an interesting week.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can. Nobody wanted to call me with a mackerel report, so really need to know where the mackerel are.
And red snapper season is closing for private recreational anglers at the end of July, but stays open for our federally permitted for-hire boats. Remember, red snapper is the only thing in the Gulf that has a different season for charter boats and party boats versus private recs. So it gets a little confusing for folks.
Why is that?
Because of sector separation in 2014, 16, somewhere in there. So for red snapper in the Gulf, that is the one thing that's different for charter boats and party boats versus private recs. So the private rec season is actually longer this year than our federal for-hire season. Actually, 2 years in a row now it's been longer. So the private rec season is June and July. They get 2 weeks in the beginning of September, and then they have weekends till the end of the year. So they have a lot of time to go catch their red snapper on private boats. But if you're going out on a charter boat or a party boat, your season is June 1st through end of day September 15th. So all of August, red snapper is still open if you're on a charter boat or party boat, but it's not if you're on a private rec boat. But then the rest of the year, weekends, it's open on private rec boats, and it won't be open on charter boats and party boats. So get your red snapper while you can.
Glad they made that not confusing.
Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
Way to go, guys.
Trust me. I fight that battle all the time. Yeah. It is very confusing because on FWC's website it says red snapper are closed in August, but that doesn't apply to our federally permitted for-hire vessels. So it gets very confusing for folks. So looking forward to a good month of catching those red snapper, finishing up strong. Then we have that 2 weeks of gag season, and looking forward to that, man. The gags have just been thick.
Really?
Thick, big dogs, yeah. Catching some really big fish, some 40-plus pound fish. We had one the other day.
The endangered gag grouper.
No one said they're endangered.
Oh.
Yeah, it's considered overfish and undergoing overfishing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Different terminology.
That's why we're not catching any big
is,
ones, because there's no big breeders.
No, the concern was not the big breeders. The concern was the composition, male versus female. Historically, it was like between 17 to 30%. In the most recent stock assessment, it was observed to be between 2 and 6%. So that was the concern, is the reproductivity of the stock.
I thought for sure you were going to tell me they needed a third bathroom.
Grouper are hermaphrodites, so they change sexes. They do.
So they're like snook.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they start. I forget. I don't want to go into the science because I'm going to misspeak. But
start males, right? I think they start males and turn to females. So the big
I think
ones
it's vice versa. Pretty
really?
sure it's female to male. But again, I'm not 100% sure on that, so I don't want to open my mouth and be wrong. But
I don't know why I thought that. But
the big dogs out there, the concern is the big males when they a rusty belly gag. When they change, you can have a rusty belly gag and it can still be female. It doesn't. Just the rusty belly alone doesn't denote that it's a male. But once they get big and they get that rusty belly and they make that transition to male, they are kind of the apex on that area, and they stay and hang around. The concern is bigger, faster boats, more outboards, more people fishing in deep water than ever before. That population is more harder targeted. And so that's the concern. But we've seen a huge spike since that last assessment. Remember, right now it's 2025. We're being managed based on an assessment for gags with a terminal year of 2019 data. So we're being managed in 2025 based on 2019 data.
Let me ask you this. Has there been any conversations about, and again, I know I'm going to really irritate some people with this probably, but to me, a big issue is the spearfishing community has grown. And they're not selective.
They are extremely selective. What do you mean?
Yeah, you're right. Well, what I'm saying is they go down there. I guess maybe I didn't say that right. They go down there and can go, no, oh, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. And they take the big ones.
Yeah.
Automatic. Where when you're fishing, you've got to actually hook the big one, then actually land the big one to pull that off, which isn't always so easy. So has there been any conversation, and I'm not against spearfishing, so don't hate on me, but I think that's definitely an issue. So has there been any conversation? There's
been mention of it, but the spearfishing community is very organized and has some good representation. So when the conversation does come up, it's put to bed pretty quickly.
How do they put it to bed?
Because they have a strong representation in there.
So they're lying
at the table. Well, they're saying that you got to think about it too. Spearfishing is not that easy, right? And it's a very small segment of the population. And some of the best highliner spearfishermen that I know don't like spearfishing anymore. Think about the shark population in the Gulf and what's happened. Those ridgeback shark populations have exploded. And those sandbar sharks, they travel in packs, and they're extremely
just saying
aggressive.
Swimming with sharks doesn't bother me. It's no big deal.
It doesn't bother me, but when you get a pack of sandbar sharks, you got to get out of the water, because they are extremely aggressive, and they'll come in and they'll make your life a misery. And It's really, really gotten bad in the Gulf. So a lot of spear fishermen are commenting on that. But yeah, you go to like a big spearfishing tournament. What's the big one?
St. Pete Open?
Yeah, St. Pete Open. You go to a St. Pete Open weigh-in, it's wild what they bring in.
Oh, for sure.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And those are the top of the industry.
And again, I'm not against it. It's I think there's a talent there for sure. I just think that they don't, it's easier for a guy who spearfishes. I know some guys who do it, and they can just go down there and pick out the big ones. That's a little
They can.
concerning.
I think it comes down to equal access, right? I'm a big proponent of we have to make regulations based on everybody needs access.
They have access. I'm not saying they shouldn't have access. I just wondered if it would come up with a conversation.
Maybe a different regulation or something like that.
Yeah, just, again, their ability to go down there and pick out the big ones is what bothers me. That, again, I'm not saying they shouldn't be able to do it. It's everyone's fishing up in that commercial. Yeah. Everybody's got a stake in this. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, it is a challenge. The good news is there's a stock assessment starting next year for gags. It should be extremely positive.
How many years is that going to be?
Stock assessments take about a year. It should start next year. It's done next year. The problem is it takes about 3 years for that stock assessment. That's no problem.
All right, I'm not going to dive into all that. We're almost to the end of the show, and I don't need that kind of list. Thank God there's music. We'll be back wrapping things up on the other side. The Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just search free.
Take some fucking retards in Washington fucking 3 years to figure it out.
So a stock assessment happens, then it's got to go through the SSC. The scientists all argue about it. Then it has to go through the APs. Then it has to go to the council. Then they have to make a law. Then they have to transmit that law to the feds.
You know what that sounds
and
like
then
to me?
rulemaking has to happen.
It's an asshole fest. Giant bunch of fucking assholes that can't get their shit together and get the fucking stuff figured out so we can go make money.
How do they assess them?
Tell us how you really feel. How do they assess
How do
it?
they actually assess it? I know, like inshore, like I know they go out in like they like seine areas and do.
Yeah, they
counts
do
and-
similar things offshore. So an assessment is made up of two big parts: fisheries independent, which is what you're talking about, where the scientists go out and seine. Offshore, they do a
That's what I meant.
a
How they do it out
CMAP
there.
trawl, which is the age 0 and age 1 like larvae.
Okay.
And then they do a
Oh,
bottom.
really?
Yeah, they do a bottom long line index, which is scientists going out there and setting out bottom long lines. And then they do they have a vertical line one where they go out there and vertical line fish.
Catching the different like levels of the water column. Kind
Yeah,
of
and then they do a camera study, G. Fisher camera index.
go.
So there's 3 different labs that go out there and put cameras.
Damn.
Yeah, and so like the mapping that's happening, the Seymour charts, the strike lines charts, those maps are coming from the science.
No joke.
Yeah, because the
That's where it's
scientists, in order to do the camera studies, you have to
to
do
know where they want to put it. Like here's a ledge, here's a this, or
they have
or
to have a
pinging fish.
stratified random sample. So they have to sample all areas of the bottom, sand, potholes.
Oh, so they're
hard
not just
bottoms,
doing like here's ledges or
No.
whatever. They do it in different stuff.
stratified random
Interesting.
sampling.
That's what they call it, stratified.
And they do the same thing in Tampa Bay. They break
Okay.
down Tampa Bay into different geographic areas, and they make these little things. And then in those little things, they have, all right, here's a grass flat, here's an oyster bar, here's a mangrove
Okay.
shoreline. And they do stratified random sampling.
Interesting.
It's the same model design offshore.
I was always wondering how they did that when you hear about, because like, I told you I'm really offshore, but the whole red snapper thing has been going on for years. Like,
Yeah.
we don't get the fish, and there's tons of them. And I hear you on here talking about how, like, when you're talking about like your trips, like we're crushing them. I'm like, well, he's got a really good. You kind of probably have a good idea of what's going on more than the average fisherman that goes offshore.
Yeah, so you have the fisheries independent science, then you have the fisheries dependent science, and the two come together
They do.
to make the stock assessment.
Interesting.
Because fisheries independent science, you can't. Fishermen are smart, right? Fishermen change. We want to catch fish, so we'll change our behavior. We'll use different tackle. We'll use different lures. We'll do lighter tackle, and because of that, fisheries independent science can sometimes be skewed, because maybe the population is decreasing, but we've become more efficient
To catch more fish, what's left?
Yeah. So if you just look at fisheries dependent science, you can sometimes get a skewed view, because fishing might be really good and maybe you just have bad fishermen, right? Catch per unit of effort is where they boil it down. So like the 3 of us go offshore and I might catch a little bit more fish because I have more experience. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
So my catch per unit of effort would be different than someone like yourself who's only been offshore once,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So that catch per unit of effort is how they even the playing field for fisheries dependent science.
Very interesting. Because you're on some of that stuff, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, he's on all of this. He's an
That's what I
animal.
thought. This way you talk on the show, I figured you
Very-
had something to do with it.
Tolerant. Very tolerant of those people.
That's actually some of the best conversations I've heard you guys have,
Amazing gift.
honestly. What about being nice? Like you're like, well, it was one time I was like listening to the podcast or listening to a recording of it, YouTube or whatever. It was something about how you have to like handle these people in a way, and you're like, no, I just want to go in there and punch them in the throat, and you're like, I don't know how you do that.
I have no idea. I've been to one. I got invited to one.
Never again.
They won't let me come.
Oh, so
I was in
Brazilian steakhouse meeting.
Yeah.
Y'all both been kicked out of something.
I didn't get kicked out. I left on my own, but they won't let me come back. Threatened to throw a guy out the window.
There's a picture on the wall somewhere, Mike.
Welcome back. Wrapping things up here this morning. A big shout out to SecureOutdoorsUSA.com. Robbie, we appreciate you coming in, brother. Hopefully the listeners went and checked it out, because I think it's a really, really a cool product, man.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, you guys are onto something there.
Yeah.
I think it's really wicked.
You know, to be around YouTube beast, I had like 3 protein shakes this morning and wore like a smaller shirt, so I didn't look bad on camera. But I appreciate you coming in. Let me have me come in. It's been fun as usual.
The schmedium. It's all good. Want to put a shout out to our good friend Derek DeBose, the man who makes the magic on the other side of the wall here. Derek, we appreciate you as always. Good stuff. What do we got for weather, buddy?
It's looking good. Definitely a hot week, not a lot of wind. It is high pressure sitting on us to start out the week, so that might make things a little bit tough. especially heat-wise, going to be really hot to start out the work week, coming up on that quarter moon Friday. So tides are going to be slow. Weather's going to be hot. You want to look for those, if you're inshore, deeper structures, shaded areas, those constriction points where water's going to be flowing a little bit more. Near shore and offshore, you want to make sure you're staying hydrated and trying to get out there early and fish that sunrise. The sunrise, sundown bite has been pretty good. Heat of the day, maybe lighten up the tackle if the bite slows down on you. And trying different things, stick and move. You get to a spot, catch a few fish, you got to keep moving.
That's kind of was our weekly, the and talking with some of the other captains, and I experienced it too on the trips that I ran this week, was we would pull in somewhere, catch 1, 2, 3 fish, and then have to move.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a, bite. Ooh, cool. First bait's in the water. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, what
Shut
happened?
down.
Yeah, just okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal is there. I don't know if they're used to the spaceship abducting a couple of their buddies for a few minutes for a quick photo and sending them back, and they're like, "Okay, don't do it. The boats are here." I'm not sure what happens there, but that's kind of what we had happen. The only bite that was really, that, and again, my trout bite wasn't great. We caught some nice trout this week, but had to pick at them a little bit. Had a lot of baits coming back, kind of whacked. Like guys were like, "Oh, there he is." Oh, no, he's not there. And I'm like, wait a couple minutes, let's check your bait. The bait would come back. Well, he'd whacked you, but they were like short striking stuff. So it's kind of weird. Maybe just because it's hot.
Water's hot. They're moving slow. They're lethargic.
Yep.
Got to work for it.
Lazy tails, having to work for it. It's not a lot of fun that way.
Definitely a little bit tougher in that regard, but things should be getting better once we get into the weekend, further from that quarter moon, further from that high pressure. Once that relents, second half of the work week, I think, would be a little bit better. And as we move into the next weekend. So time will tell. Yeah. Good stuff. So what's up next for Secure Outdoors? What are you guys going to come up with next there, buddy? What's going on in that grape of yours?
What we have in the pipeline now is a couple log for a trailer, for your trailers. Actually having a coupler log for the trailer itself.
Waterproof stuff.
Waterproof, same lock, just different way it attaches. We wanted to do it where you didn't need a wrench, like, Allen had like to lock everything else on.
Yeah.
So we had a little help on that from Sheen Sky, and it's pretty freaking cool.
Okay.
So that'll be the next thing coming out soon.
When's that supposed to launch, do you know?
Probably in a month or so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we just prototyped the pin and everything, the function of it, and it's good.
Okay.
So now we just got to get that part of it produced.
Nice.
Yeah, and we just came out with the one thing we're getting ready to launch on the website is the lock kit to work on the Garmin Kraken mounts, the saltwater Garmin mounts.
Okay.
That was the only saltwater mount we were short of.
Okay.
So
now you got them all.
All of them.
So you got to secure.
Lock in your electronics, you're saying?
Everything.
Okay.
No, like the Garmin, like they have so Garmin has a trolling motor. They have a saltwater version of it.
Oh, okay.
They call it the Kraken. So they have their own quick release base. Of course, it's a different pin. And so we changed it. That's out there. That'll be on the site next week.
Good stuff. Again, big shout out to Derek DeBose. We thank you, brother. We appreciate everybody that joined us on the live feed, both at Real Animals and at Hubbard's Marina. We hopefully you'll join us tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 a.m. The T.M. Mahoney Company Real Animals Radio Show. I know myself, Mike Mahoney, and Big Ben Marshall will all be in studio tomorrow, so that should be a good time.
Nice. Don't forget to check out tomorrow night's, Sunday night's live stream show. Every Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. we give away $1,500 in free trips, talk fishing, answer your questions live. It's a good time. And we got a lot of new videos on our Hubbard's Marina YouTube channel. Check it out. Don't forget to subscribe. And it's pretty interesting stuff pumping out on YouTube. New videos almost every day, so make sure you stay subscribed.
Good stuff. Always check out the Real Animals YouTube page as well. We've got old shows up there, new shows up there, all kinds of tips as well. So YouTube is definitely a great place to check out Hubbard's Marina Real Animals. Thanks for coming in, Robbie. We appreciate you. Tight lines, everybody. Have a great day.
And don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy.
Tight lines, Robbie.
The preceding tournament was paid for by Real Animals Fishing.
W6a-8a.
Appreciate y'all tuning in and hanging out with us on the live streams as well. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow, 7 to 9 a.m. for 620 WDAE Sunday morning show. And go ahead, Mike. Don't forget to check out the locks. Elite Locks. That's it. What's the website again? SecureOutdoorUSA.com. Check it out. Appreciate y'all being a part of our Real Animals and Hubbard's Marina family. We'll see you tomorrow morning and tomorrow night as well. Have a good one, y'all.